Hello, and welcome to your Science CBA. In this video, I'll be reading the questions and answers to you. At any point in time, you can pause, rewind, or fast forward through the video so that you can go ahead and see and hear a specific question. All right, let's begin. Number 1. In the winter, many people enjoy going skiing. The photograph shows a ski resort in Australia, which is located in the southern hemisphere. Which diagram shows the position of Earth when it is winter in Australia? Is it A, B, C, or D? Number 2. The diagram below shows 4 positions in Earth's orbit around the Sun. The northern hemisphere experiences the beginning of spring when Earth is in A, position 1, B, position 2, C, position 3, or D, position 4. Question 3. Which of these locations on Earth experiences the most direct sunlight throughout the year? Is it A, equator, B, North Pole, C, Tropic of Cancer, or D, Tropic of Capricorn? Question number 4. A student notices that the moon is waning crescent one evening. Which sequence of moon phases will the student observe over the next 10 days? Is it A, new moon, waxing crescent, first quarter, B, new moon, waning crescent, first quarter, C, new moon, waning gibbous, third quarter, or D, new moon, first quarter, full moon, third quarter? Number 5. According to the diagram below, which lunar phase would an observer on Earth see? We have the Earth, the Moon, and the Sun. Letter A, new moon. Letter B, waning crescent. Letter C, waxing gibbous. Or D, first quarter. Number 6. The diagram shows the Sun's rays, the Earth with the North Pole, May 10th, 2000, and the Moon. Which photograph shows an appearance of the Moon as viewed by an observer in the New York State on May 17th, 2000? Letter A, B, C, or D? Number 7. Which statement about stars is correct? Is it A, star formation begins in a black hole? B, white dwarfs become main sequence stars when they gain mass? C. Supergiants become white dwarfs when they lose mass. Or D. Main sequence stars are formed by comets. Number 8. Several stars are identified on the Hertzsprung-Russell diagram below. We have luminosity, temperature, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Letter A says, A. Star 1 is cooler and brighter than star 4. B. Star 5 is hotter and brighter than star 1. C. Star 4 is hotter and brighter than star 3. Or D. Star 2 is brighter and less hot than star 5. Number 9. The Hertzsprung-Russell diagram below shows how brightness, surface temperature, and color of stars are related. We have blue, blue-white, white, yellow-white, orange, and red. We have luminosity, or brightness, compared to the sun. And we have temperature, measured in Kelvin. White dwarfs, main sequence, giants, supergiants, the sun, and Betelgeuse. Which of these observations of Betelgeuse is most likely accurate? Betelgeuse is less bright than our sun, has a surface temperature below 2,500 Kelvin, and is red. B. Betelgeuse is less bright than our sun, has a surface temperature above 2,500 Kelvin, and is red. C. Betelgeuse is brighter than our sun, has surface temperature below 5,000 Kelvin, and is red. Letter D. Betelgeuse is brighter than the sun, has a surface temperature below 2,500 Kelvin, and is yellow. Special direction. Use the electromagnetic spectrum to answer questions 10 and 11. Number 10. Investigators using a special telescope determined that a certain quasar was emitting waves with a frequency of 1.41 times 10 to the 18th power hertz. An electromagnetic spectrum is shown. Electromagnetic spectrum. Radio waves, 10 to the third. Microwaves, 10 to the negative 2. Infrared rays, 10 to the negative 5. Visible light, 5 times 10 to the negative 7. Ultraviolet waves, 10 to the negative 8. X-rays, 10 to the negative 10. Gamma rays, 10 to the negative 2. These are wavelengths. We have frequencies in hertz. 10 to the 4, 10 to the 8, 10 to the 12th power, 10 to the 15th power, 10 to the 16th power, 10 to the 18th power, and 10 to the 20th power. The investigators were most likely using a telescope that detects A. Microwaves, B. Visible light, C. X-rays, or D. Gamma rays. Please remember, we'll be using the electromagnetic spectrum to answer questions 10 and 11. Number 11. Mr. Rodriguez purchased a brand new telescope and wants to observe as a specific area in space that emits a gamma ray frequency hertz. What frequency should Mr. Rodriguez search for to find a specific radiation? A. 10 to the second, B. 10 to the 12th, C. 10 to the 18th, or D. 10 to the 20th. Number 12. What keeps our moon in orbit around the Earth and from moving in straight lines through the solar system? Is it A. Light energy, B. Gravity, C. Inertia, or D. Potential energy? Number 13. Planets in our solar system orbit the Sun because it A. has the greatest magnetic field, B. is the celestial body with the greatest mass, C. is the brightest object in our solar system, or D. formed millions of years before the planets. Number 14. Scientists discovered that rocks collected in South America and rocks collected in Africa were exactly the same age. Further research showed that the rocks were chemically and geologically the same and came from the same magma source. This discovery provides evidence of A. Coastal erosion, B. Plate tectonics, C. Ocean currents, or D. Glacial melting. Number 15. Henry Hess had made a discovery along the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. He and his team discovered that the geologic age of rock along the ridge was different even though they were the same in the same location. What was this discovery called? A. Seafloor spreading, B. Pangea, C. Trench, or D. Plate boundary? Number 16. The diagram shows a plate boundary. Arrows have been added to indicate the movement of the plates. Along a ridge, plate 1 and plate 2. What plate boundary feature is shown? A. A ridge formed by an inactive convergent boundary. B. A valley forming at an active divergent boundary. C. A fault forming at an active transform boundary. Or a volcano formed by an active transform boundary. Number 17. The map below shows the location of active volcanoes in the Ring of Fire, the Pacific Ring of Fire. What do these volcanoes indicate about plate tectonics in the region? A. The volcanoes form, indicating a subduction plate boundary. B. The volcanoes form a line, indicating a divergent plate boundary. C. Two plates are moving past each other, causing a fault. Or D. Two plates are moving apart, creating new seafloor. Number 18. The diagram below shows a model of the movement of two tectonic plates. When the plates collide, one plate often moves below the other plate. Oceanic crust, continental crust. The rising magma that can result from this type of plate movement may produce A. Fossil layers, B. Volcanic activity, C. Deep sea sediment, or D. Seafloor spreading? Number 19. A student stands at the point marked X on the topographical map below. Contour interval 10 meters. What height, in meters, must the student travel in order to reach the bottom of the hill? Record your answer and fill in the bubbles on your answer document. Be sure to use the correct place value. Number 20. The following satellite image shows a forest fire. What statement best describes the most likely effects the fire may have on the nearby water source over time? A. Less sediment flowed into the river because the fire heated up the soil and made it drier. B. The amount of vegetation increased and less sediment flowed into the river because the fire produced ash that mixed with the soil. C. More sediment flowed into the river because the fire destroyed most of the vegetation holding the sediment in place. D. More sediment flowed into the river because the fire disrupted animal habitats and caused animals to leave the area. Number 21. A topographic map of a region is provided. Which position, indicated by the letters, is at an elevation of 480 meters? Is it A, location W, B, location X, C, location Y, or D, location Z?